When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
Wake up and focus. I wonder if you ever considered that you only have one life to live. I wonder if you have the courage to be exactly who you were called to be. I wonder if you understand that you can do anything if only you believe it. I wonder if anyone told you that you can be a leader, a trendsetter, the innovator of that brand new whatever that's not here yet, but that's only because you didn't introduce it yet. I wonder if you realize that your life's purpose is bigger than you and that it's ready to be awakened and make its mark in history. Are you awake yet? But what if there's a place for you? A place where you can dream higher, dream bigger, where your dreams and your future collide with God's vision and direction, where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you might just change the world, y'all. There is a place where real faith-filled community allows you to know and be fully known, where faith is filled to the brim, so full it can wash away your doubts, where servant leaders of the next generation are grown, where your story can be written and change the course of history. In that place, Southern Wesleyan University. So it's time to wake up. You only have one life to live, because this is not a drill. This is not about cliches, shallow taglines, or some inspirational quote for you to tweet, snap, pin, or post. No, this is where snooze buttons are frozen, alarm clocks are broken, where feet hit the floor because dreams are now woken. This is it. Awaken your dreams. Awaken your soul. Awaken your purpose. This, Southern Wesleyan University.
Welcome to Historic Tysinger for tonight's matchup between the Flying Fleet and your own Southern Wesleyan Warriors. Starting lineups for the Flying Fleet, it's number 1, Trent Smoot Jr., number 3, Malcolm Green, number 4, Jawan Washington, number 15, Jordan Watson, and number 4, Imandi Brooks. Head coach Lee Sartor. The Flying Fleet are 8-18 and 4-15 in conference play. Starting lineups for your Warriors is 0, Tajay Dunlap, the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. Number 1, Diego Poor, the senior out of Crossville, Tennessee. Number 2, Cameron Holmes, the senior out of Fort Mill. Number 4, Solomon Smith, the junior out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And number 10, the senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina, Clenzo Ross. It's Chris and Will are going to be broadcasting here in live in just 1 second. We're about ready to tip it off here in Historic Tysinger. The Flying Fleet will be in their grays with maroon numbers outlined in gold, and your Warriors in the SWU blue with white numbers. Again, it's Chris and Will on the call. Will just coming up from the baseball game. It's a doubleheader against Goshen. How to turn out?
That's right. Warriors took the first one 8-1 and concluded the second one 4-0.
So the tip goes the Warriors' way here in Historic Tysinger. We tip it off here in Conference Carolina's regular season final as Solomon Smith able to get the 2 off the backboard.
That's a key look in the Warriors matchup, Chris, as they need to look for those backdoor cuts inside and keep putting it down low.
So the Warriors wearing the road blues tonight. I believe they're 8-2 on the road, so they're trying to treat this home game like a road game.
Yeah, if they're 8-2 on the road, you don't want to stop that momentum, trying to get things going here for their last regular season matchup.
Ross to Smith to Poor, who's starting for senior night. Holmes looks back door. Tajay Dunlap fires a 3-ball off the rim, no good. Solomon Smith able to pull it in. Clenzo Ross turns down the 3, 15 on the shot clock.
Good work by Smith to read the ball off the rim and get the rebound there.
Dunlap takes it to the rim, loses it, and he's going to keep possession. He and the Warriors with 5 on the shot clock.
We'll see what head coach Nick Pasqua able to draw up here with such little time.
Dunlap, corner 3, off the mark, but rebounded by Smith off the glass and good for 2. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. The high pick and roll there for the Flying Fleet. 15-footer off the back rim, no good, and Ross with the rebound. Ross now off the bounce, looks inside, taken away, but back to Smith, who gets fouled by the Flying Fleet. And it's going to be number 15, Jordan Watson, who picks up his first, team first.
Good hands by Smith to regain control after the ball was tipped away from him at first. And he's able to draw the foul.
Shackelford enters the ball game for the Flying Fleet. Into Ross. Ross puts it on the deck, goes up with his left hand. He's going to get bailed out with a foul call, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clenzo kind of forced that one a bit, Will.
Yeah, a little bit. It was a good drive down low. He had Cameron Holmes out here on the side. He could have kicked out 2, but able to draw the second foul of the game and put himself at the line.
So Ross able to knock down the first one as the foul goes against Trent Smoot Jr., his first, team second. Ross rolls in the second. 2-2-1 pressure from the Warriors. Double team comes far sideline. And a tip ball by the Warriors. Thought we had a turnover there as 15 throws it up, no good. And here comes Clenzo Ross and the Warriors.
Yeah, call could have been called either way, whether it was an over and back or a tip ball. Warriors able to get it back, though.
Ross off the glass, too strong, and Smith there for the putback.
Smith so far has been a key factor. 6 out of the 8 points as the Warriors out to an early lead.
8-0 here in historic Tysinger. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Far corner, it's on the deck for Jordan Watson, and he makes the bucket and gets the foul, so he'll head to the line to shoot 1. Actually, he's going to shoot 2, because I thought the bucket counted. And right now, some discussion on whether it counted or not.
The bucket did count, as one referee is saying, so they will only shoot 1.
That's what I thought the hand motion was, but then he went to the 2 shots on the foul line.
That one rimmed out as number 2, Cameron Holmes, able to get the rebound there.
So far side with Dunlap, pick and roll now with Smith. Far side to Ross, fakes the 3, back to Dunlap, top of the key. Dunlap takes it, rattles around and out, but Smith has been unreal already on the offensive boards.
That's right, that's 3 offensive boards for Smith already. 2 going 4 points as this one leads to another Warrior possession.
So it'll be Warrior basketball underneath their rim, 20 on the shot clock. And number 11 subs in. That's Rod Culver. He subs in for number 1, Trent Smoot Jr. Picks up his second. Smith hands off to Dunlap. A little strong on the handoff. Now Dunlap at the 3-point line with 12 seconds. Holmes hands it off to Ross. He'll fire a deep 3 off the rim. No good. Rebounded there by Watson. Here come the Flying Fleet with Malcolm Green across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. 5 out, nobody in for the Flying Fleet. Watson dives through. Green now tries to give it up and gives it away as Dunlap gets taken down.
He was just clotheslined there right in front of head coach Nick Pasqua.
Dunlap now off the bounce, crosses it over, goes baseline, skips it all the way out to Poor. Poor for the 3 ball, good.
What a shot, especially on his senior night, able to put down his first one as he's 1 for 1 from behind the arc.
And a timeout called here in historic Tysingers as the Warriors jump out to an 11-2 lead. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
Oh my gosh. Tajay got leveled.
Yeah.
And out of three
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend, one who believes that good times call for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Out of the timeout, the Warriors lead 11-2. 16:09 left first half, and Erskine's already called the timeout as the atmosphere in historic Tysinger better than it's been in more than 15 years, Will.
Yeah, the student section here has become really electrifying as they come out and support their boys team who has done so well this season. Last season, only with 2 wins, and this year made a lot of changes and brought in some new players and have been able to secure a top 4 spot in the conference coming into this one. And so just some good overall play and coaching from the Warriors has really drawn a crowd here.
So it'll be Flying Fleet basketball just in front of the Warrior bench. High 1-4 set for the Flying Fleet. Handed off up top for Malcolm Green. Now number 5, Uzi Dawkins. Dawkins off the bounce, gives it up, 3 ball. Off the back rim, no good. And Clenzo Ross and the Warriors with the rebound. Ross now off the bounce, forces one up, rattles around, no good. Farrell there to put it back. Battle for it inside, won by the Flying Fleet. Now the Fleet in transition. They pull it back high. And that's Green who gets all the way to the rim, and a foul call against Farrell and the Warriors. So that'll send number 3, Malcolm Green, the 6'2 junior, to the line to shoot 2. It's the second foul against the Warriors. First one's good. Hunter Davis in for Smith. TJ Harvin and I believe that's it, who have checked in new for the Warriors.
Yeah, they just put Holmes, gave him a rest, so they take him out here.
2-1-2 pressure now from the Fleet. Ross splits the double team, goes far sideline to TJ Harvin, who just entered, misses the 3, and the Flying Fleet with the defensive board. Green gets turned around. Now number 5, Dawkins with the ball up top. 19 on the shot clock. Dawkins now gets double teamed. Washington with 12 on the shot clock goes into the low block, and that's Culver. Culver shoots the fall away. Nothing there, and here comes Ross and the Warriors.
Ross has been really good on the defensive board, getting most of the rebounds here for the Warriors.
Ross to Davis to Harvin. Harvin tries to go top of the key to Farrell, gets knocked away. Ross able to come up with it. Ross with 12 on the shot clock. Ross gets to the rim and lays it in for 2.
Good there, good play there by Ross, able to keep it in bounds and just took the room that he had in the middle of the lane as it was left wide open.
Washington tries to get to the rim, turns, spins, throws it up, no good. Dunlap with the rebound. Here comes Dunlap and the Warriors. And a foul called as Dunlap tried to get down the lane against the Flying Fleet. It looks like it's going to go against number 4, Juwan Washington. Ross out, Jalen Lowry in for the Warriors. One 4 high set. Pick and roll with Harvin. Davis now goes far sideline to Jalen Lowry, who steps into this 3 ball and knocks it down.
Good pump fake there, able to make room for himself and also knock down the shot.
Man-to-man defense. They double team the ball as it comes to the sideline. 3 ball in the corner, good. That's Malcolm Green for 3. Dunlap now off the bounce, gives it to Farrell. Look inside, it's knocked away by the Flying Fleet. And here comes Dawkins and Erskine. Dawkins forces his way inside and knocks in 2 off the glass.
Yeah, Warriors right now going back down. They need to not look for that forced pass inside as they just gave it away for the 2 there. And so just be smarter on your passes. Just like that one, to Lowry for 2.
Malcolm Green now brings it across the timeline. Dawkins gets double teamed. Inside to Culver, and Culver gets fouled and makes the bucket. So he'll head to the line to shoot 1. With 12:48 left first half. Pretty good finish there by Culver as he got hammered by Hunter Davis on the pump fake and off the glass for two. He'll shoot one here, Will.
Yeah, hard play there for Davis. He went for the block, and just the smart play there by number 11, Culver, to get him up in the air, but unable to complete the three-point play as Holmes gets the rebound.
Harbin now spins. Now works the high pick and roll with Solomon Smith. Far side to Lowry, to Holmes. Into the corner now with Holmes. Tries to step back, keeps the dribble, goes far side to Harbin, into the corner now with Edwin Brady. Brady goes far sideline to Cameron, and then inside to Lowry, and Lowry turns it over in the paint. Here come the Flying Fleet. Culver off the glass and good for two.
Warriors, good ball movement, just a little bit too much passing. They really just need to stick with one guy who either needs to pull up and take it or drive it in.
Cameron Holmes for three for the Warriors.
When you have the open shot, you take it at this level, and he buried it there.
Dawkins now gets the high pick and roll from Washington. Gives it up to Washington. Puts it on the deck. He's at 15, turns down the shot. Weir now, who delivered that last pass, gets his shot blocked. And Lowry will bring it in transition for the Warriors. Holmes, one dribble to Lowry. Lowry steps up for the three, off to the left side. Culver with the defensive board. Dawkins forcing his way inside. Washington will shoot the corner three. Rattles out. Harbin now in transition with the left hand off the glass. Too strong. Rebound Washington. Here come the Flying Fleet as Washington carries it. Far side to Weir. Weir now up to Dawkins in a reset with 21 on the shot clock. Green gets double teamed, and he's going to have to call timeout, and does. And that'll be the second timeout called by the Erskine Flying Fleet. And I'm going to bet this one turns into a media timeout. So we'll take one too. Right now your Warriors lead 21-13. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
Out of the timeout, it's your Warriors leading 21-13. It'll be Erskine basketball as they call timeout in a double team right at half court. Jordan Watson waits for the high pick and roll from Washington. Now Watson goes to Weir, far side three ball. And it rattles in for Weir and the Flying Fleet.
Yeah, an odd timeout call, but able to draw up a play and put the basket down.
4 out, 1 in for Southern Wesleyan against this man-to-man defense. Erskine switching guard to guard right now. 14 on the shot clock for Ross as he hesitates at the three-point line. Smith now fires a three and knocks it down.
Smith right now on fire, able to do it both under the basket and way outside as well.
Edwin Brady with the defensive board on the long three attempt. Ross now brings it across. Holmes dives. Smith again at the top of the key into Holmes now. Foul line extended. Smith a little bit out of control, gets lucky that if that goes right to Brady, And now with 10 on the clock, Holmes has the ball. Lowry almost gets it taken away by Washington. Lowry gets a high pick. In trouble, goes inside to Smith, off the glass and good for two. And the Warriors got real lucky on that one.
Yeah, great find with not a lot of time left. Is Smith able to put it up and in with only 1 second left on the shot clock.
Washington now to Green. Shackelford will come over and set the pick. Warriors switching guard to guard. Washington gets to the rim and makes the bucket and is going to get to the foul line to shoot one.
Yeah, and the Warriors are going to bring in number 35, Farrell, for Smith. That's his second, and they really need to keep him in this game.
That's a big foul with 9:10 left. Smith has just been on a tear, and you want to keep him from getting that third here in the first half. So it's Brady, Dunlap, Holmes, Ross, and now Farrell in for your Warriors. High pick and roll, Ross and Farrell. Ross dribble drives, gets in the left side, throws one up, but there's going to be a foul called, and they call it on the floor against the Fleet. Odd setup here as Holmes all the way to the right side. Hand it off to Ross. Holmes now turns down the inside look. Dunlap fires the deep three, no good. Farrell, though, going to get the benefit of a call here as he went up and had his arm stripped away from that rebound attempt.
Yeah, he went up, he got it, and he had possession of it. But as you said, his arms and almost the entire lower half of his body just taken away from him.
So Ross comes in, gets the pass from Farrell. Step back, has to go here to Holmes. 12 on the shot clock. Ross tries to go baseline, takes a lot of body, and that one's going to go off of Clenzo Ross and the Warriors. (26-19) in favor of the Warriors. First half action in this Conference Carolina's regular season final. Watson spins, goes up strong, gets blocked by Holmes. Watson again to Washington, 9 on the shot clock. Shackelford finishes at the rim.
Yeah, good original block there by Holmes, just unable to get the rebounds that were put up.
And it looks like we're going to get a hold call against Culver and the Flying Fleet. And that should be a 1-1 now for Ross and the Warriors.
1-1 still coming with just under 8 minutes now as they'll head into a media timeout. And so we will too up here in the box with 7:56 left. Warriors leading 26-21.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
So the under 8 media timeout. Warriors lead 26-21. And Clenzo Ross off of a hold from number 11, Rod Culver. Picked up his second, team 7th. That'll send Ross and the Warriors to the line to shoot 1-1 here for the remainder of the half. Shoots the first, makes it first. Ross shoots the second, bounces around and in. 2-2-1 pressure now comes from the Warriors. Ross at the head of this. Double team comes, and Green in trouble again. Throws it away, but goes right to Watson. Far side now for Brooks. And Brooks hits the sideline out of play, so it turns it over to the Warriors.
Warriors so far in this one have been really keyed in on that 1-2-2 pressure, as you said, able to force some turnovers and some bad mistakes by the Flying Fleet.
High pick and roll with Farrell right now. Dunlap to Holmes, far side now to TJ Harvin, inside to Ross just off the left block. Harvin, deep three ball, good. Back to a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Washington in the block. Bounces around and in.
Yeah, that last shot there by Harvin, he was a good 3 or 4 feet outside the arc when he took that.
Holmes now looks for the backdoor cut. Nothing there. Harvin gets the pick and roll with Holmes. Back into Holmes into the deep corner. He puts it on the deck. Back to Harvin. And the Flying Fleet are there. 11 on the shot clock as we go to the far side with Ross, who fires the three, and he knocks it down. 11-point lead now for the Warriors.
Yeah, when you feel it, you can feel it. And Ross felt all of that one as he's able to just come off that pick and put it down.
Watson goes in strong, and a foul call and a charge. Charge against the Flying Fleet.
Yeah, and after the play, number 44, Brooks, came right down on Dunlap, going up for the rebound. Came down full weight. Dunlap a little shaken up on the play.
So the foul against number 15, Jordan Watson, picks up his second, team 8th. And Dunlap heads to the bench. And Jalen Lowry subs in for him.
That was tough as he took the charge and he stood in strong, but as the whistle was blown, 44, Brooks already went up and just came right down on him.
Holmes to Ross. Ross fires the three. It's long. Rebound there for Shackelford and the Fleet. Here comes Dawkins off the bounce. Forces his way inside, and a blocking call this time against the Warriors. .5:57 left. Here, first half action, 34-23. Erskine basketball underneath, 24 on the shot clock. Weir now looks to clear it out, gives it to Dawkins at the top. Dawkins now can go either direction, goes off of Shackelford, looks inside to Shackelford, and he throws it away.
Warriors just really good at staying in position, taking away the passing lanes, and just throwing off the timing of the Fleet.
Holmes to Lowry. Lowry looks baseline, now goes inside, back to Holmes. Holmes goes baseline, goes to Harvin in the deep corner. Ross back to Holmes. Holmes turns it down. 12 on the shot clock. Ross now off the bounce, gets D'd up by Dawkins. Farrell going to have to make something happen with 4 on the shot clock. Holmes now deep three, fires it off, hits the front of the rim, no good. Washington with the rebound. Lowry able to take it away, and a foul called up top. Probably a good one, Will, by the Flying Fleet.
Yeah, that was a good foul. It would have led to a straight easy 2 there, but that does lead to the team's 9th foul, so one closer to that double bonus. As maybe it was worth it, but that's also his 2nd foul for Washington.
Lowry short on that first shot of 1-on-1. And the rebound goes to the Fleet. Lowry gets his hand on it again. And a foul called against Southern Wesleyan and a blocking call against the Warriors.
And that one will go against Harvin again, as he picks up 2 quick ones here within the last couple minutes. And that'll bring in Edwin Brady for the Warriors.
34-23, 5:02 left here, first half action. Southern Wesleyan guaranteed a top 4 seed, trying to move their way up with a win tonight. Shackelford to Dawkins as Brady face guards inside. And that one goes in for Dawkins and the Fleet.
Yeah, quite the turnaround season here for the Warriors, as last year sitting somewhere in the bottom, and this year looking at one of the top 4 seed spots heading into the tournament.
15 on the clock as Clenzo Ross steps in here on the three-point line. Steps back, shoots a 19-footer, good. Dawkins a little too much there, loses control and gives it up to the Warriors. Lowry brings it across the timeline. He goes down the middle and gets a holding call against the Flying Fleet, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Almost got the bucket to roll for the three-point play, but the key for that is, with just over 4 remaining, that is now 10 fouls on the Fleet, leading to a straight 2 with any fouls given up now.
Lowry's first, rattles around and out. So if there's anything the Warriors are missing right now, it's foul shots.
Well, for Lowry it is. Ross has been 4 for 4 so far with his, but Lowry just needs to settle himself down a little bit, find his groove, and just put it up and in.
Which he does. Good coaching here by Will in the box as the Warriors take a 12-point lead. Dawkins comes this side to Weir. Weir back to Dawkins. Warriors now switch back into their man defense. 15 on the shot clock as Brooks now comes off the high pick and roll. Brooks to Weir. Weir now puts it on the deck left side. Tries to find someone, does. Kicks it high to Dawkins. Dawkins shoots the 15-footer long, but Dawkins able to get his rebound. Battle for it on the floor, won by the Flying Fleet, and Weir fires up a 3 this side, no good. And there's a foul on the floor, and it looks like it's going to go against the Warriors.
Yeah, that one goes against Davis there for a hold under the basket. And so with that, even though it's on the floor, Fleet now with the bonus as they will head to the line after this under 4 media.
There is nothing like March Madness, and there is nothing like basketball in Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas basketball is second to none, and this year, the road to March Madness for Conference Carolinas basketball goes through Spartanburg, with the 2020 Basketball Championships scheduled for March 7th and 8th at the first-class Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. Visit ConferenceCarolinas.com to learn more. See you in Spartanburg.
Should be, because this is off all the way, so it's not getting our sound. Or it might pick up on the computer, but they still can't hear us.
Out of the under 4 media timeouts, the Warriors 37-25. 3:25 left here. First half action as number 21, Travis Walters, heads to the line. Right now we've got a discussion about who's shooting. So Walters thought he was shooting, but it's Dawkins who will go to the line. He knocks down the first. 11-point lead for the Warriors. And they've led from the start.
That's right. They jumped out to an early 8-0 lead. Closest it's been here has been by a couple. And now back up 10.
Ross to Holmes. Hand off to Lowry, 20 on the shot clock. Lowry almost walks with it, far sideline. Lowry forces one up, but he's going to get called for the charge. So that wipes that bucket out. And Lowry picks up the personal. And the Warriors' 8th team foul. Erskine basketball, the Warriors in a 1-2-2 three-quarter court press now. Shackelford comes there. Brooks comes down with it. Goes into the corner now. Dribble drive and brought back out by Oza. And back out to Malcolm Green. Green now off the bounce. Pulls up, 15-footer. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Hunter Davis with the defensive board.
Good strong board there by Davis for the Warriors as they bring it back up.
Ross to Davis to Brady. Ross with 15 on the shot clock goes to Holmes in the corner. Holmes goes baseline, goes to Davis. Davis loses the ball. Brady now. 4 on the shot clock. Lowry's got to fire one off. They leave him alone. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Davis for the board and the putback for 2.
Yeah, good strong board there by Davis. He's got those long arms, able to catch the ball underneath at an odd angle and then put it back up the other side.
Under 2 minutes here as the Warriors commit a foul. Looks like it's going to be against Cameron Holmes, and that'll send number 21, Travis Walters, to the line to shoot 2. Walters, a sophomore out of Loris, South Carolina. First one's up and good.
Warriors will bring back in number 0, Tajay Dunlap, as he's coming in for number 22, Jalen Lowry.
It'll be interesting to see how Dunlap responds after getting flattened when he tried to take a charging, or actually took the charging call.
Right. That one off the front of the rim and controlled by Davis.
So Dunlap brings it across. The Warriors going to go 4 out, 1 in with Davis. Davis with it now. High post, three-point line extended. Ross with the Euro step gets it taken away. Brooks gets it knocked away by Brady and Davis. Brady now tries to get control. Goes to Holmes. Holmes tries to flick it inside to Davis, and it's knocked away by the Fleet.
Holmes trying to be a little unselfish there and give it up to his teammate, but with that, you really just got to pound it in, as even if the defensive player had stood straight, they were inside the semicircle and would have been a blocking foul.
Dunlap crosses him over and picks up the foul as he gets tripped in the middle of the lane. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Dunlap just so quick, able to move his feet, drive his shoulder right down, and get into the lane. And he draws a lot of fouls down there.
So that's fouls against number 21, Travis Walters. He picks up his first as Dunlap knocks in his first. And the second. 1-2-2 pressure again from the Warriors. Malcolm Green, far side now for Brooks. Brooks tries to look inside, denied, goes back out to Walters. Now all the way back to Green. Brooks takes a deep three from the top of the key, rims out, and a foul called. And it's going to go against number 5 of the Warriors. That's Edwin Brady, who will pick up the foul.
That's the 10th team foul as the Warriors pick it up just under a minute here, 52.1 remaining on the clock. So not necessarily a bad time to take it, but never a good time to take a foul.
So number 10, Sonny Azo, shoots the first and misses it. (41-28) with just under a minute left here, first half. Second one's good. 1-2-2 pressure now from the Fleet. Brooks on top. Brady goes into the corner to Holmes. Holmes skips it all the way across to Ross, and Ross had to climb the ladder to pull that one down. Ross gets called for the charge, and it'll be Fleet basketball with 38 seconds remaining. Both teams with a double bonus, and that's Ross's first foul of the evening. Green to the corner. Picked up there by Ozo, and a jump ball call is going to go in favor of the Flying Fleet. So with 18 on the shot clock, 26 on the game clock, a box set by the Fleet out of bounds. Brooks now with it at 15. Brooks back to Green. Azo sets the screen. Green tries to force his way in. He gets called for the travel. And good switching defense by the Warriors. That'll lead to a timeout, the one to waste by the Warriors. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one as well, Will. You're watching Warrior basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
So timeout called by the Warriors. It's their one to waste. 14 seconds left here in this first half of the contest. 1-2-1-1 by Erskine. 41-29, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Brady to Ross. Ross fires the three ball. Good! And that'll send us into the locker room. 44-29 in favor of the Warriors. Will, comments about the first half?
First half, Warriors able to really just put it down low, get it in, and then they started hitting the three ball as well, finding grooves from Ross, Holmes, and Harvin from way deep beyond the arc. And so they've been able to put it together all over the offensive court so far.
So maybe the blue uniforms really do have some magic in them, as the Warriors, I believe, 8-2 on the road in the SWU Blue away unis, wearing them tonight here to close out the regular season at home.
That's right. They may want to continue wearing these too, as they will be back here March 3rd for the Conference Carolinas quarterfinals matchup. That one to be determined still as to who they'll play.
Yeah, a lot depends on how we finish tonight, and then how Belmont Abbey, and trying to think of the other school right now that's in the running for be Belmont Abbey and Emmanuel, as the Kings already secured the number 1 spot for the and became the regular season conference champions. So you're right, Will. The Warriors have come out hot. They lead 44-29. We're going to go into halftime as well. You're listening to Warrior Basketball on the SWU Sports Network.
Wake up and focus. I wonder if you ever considered that you only have one life to live. I wonder if you have the courage to be exactly who you were called to be. I wonder if you understand that you can do anything if only you believe it. I wonder if anyone told you that you can be a leader, a trendsetter, the innovator of that brand new whatever that's not here yet, but that's only because you didn't introduce it yet. I wonder if you realize that your life's purpose is bigger than you and that it's ready to be awakened and make its mark in history. Are you awake yet? But what if there's a place for you? A place where you can dream higher, dream bigger, where your dreams and your future collide with God's vision and direction, where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you might just change the world, y'all. There is a place where real faith-filled community allows you to know and be fully known, where faith is filled to the brim, so full it can wash away your doubts, where servant leaders of the next generation are grown, where your story can be written and change the course of history. In that place, Southern Wesleyan University. So it's time to wake up. You only have one life to live, because this is not a drill. This is not about cliches, shallow taglines, or some inspirational quote for you to tweet, snap, pin, or post. No, this is where snooze buttons are frozen, alarm clocks are broken, where feet hit the floor because dreams are now woken. This is it. Awaken your dreams. Awaken your soul. Awaken your purpose. This, Southern Wesleyan University.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together. A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
When we travel, we expect to be uncomfortable. We long for the security and the comfort of home. But here at Best Western, we focus on providing you with the most ample accommodations imaginable. We want to be your home away from home. Your security and comfort when the road is long. We want to gather and build friendships and families, strengthen community, and sustain athleticism. Here, we celebrate fun, hard work, and enjoy the wonderful world around us. Here, we want your downtime to be just as amazing as your game time. And finally, when it's time to leave, we hope you'll want to stay.
A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together. A trip to McAllister's is like visiting a lifelong friend. One who believes the recipe for good times calls for heartfelt conversation over a handcrafted meal. Knows just how you like your tea, always has a refill ready, and welcomes every guest with their favorite food made to order. The kind of friend who is always up for trying something new, and who you can count on for that familiar feeling of home. McAllister's Deli. Great food brings us together.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.